How to do a poll in your Microsoft Teams meeting. That is what this video is about. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with your colleagues. Yeah, let's get into this. Have you ever had the opportunity to have a poll in Microsoft Teams? Have you ever tried it? Or maybe you used to have forms before. Well, there are several options, and today we are going to show you the basic option. First of all, let's go to Microsoft Teams. I'm going to click a new Teams meeting. I'm going to do poll form demo en. I'm going to add some people to this meeting. And as you can see, we still have few options at this moment because we first need to send out the invite, and after we have sent out the invite, we can double click on this this item, and now we have more options. So we can even see the attendance, scheduling agent, and we have quite some options because we are the organizer. If this invite would have been sent from a shared mailbox, and I will go to Debbie in this case, let's see, here's the meeting. You see I still have some options, but I don't have the attendance and all the other stuff in here. That's the main difference. Let's go back here to a poll, and yes, I want to add a poll to this. So for that, we are going to add an app, and we do that by clicking on this plus sign. And now we see we have multiple apps available for us. This depends on your organization settings. So maybe you don't have any apps, or maybe you see some apps. In this case, we are going to select the Forms app, which is a bit strange because it wouldn't suggest that this would be a poll, but it is. So let's click on it and add it to our meeting. Once it is added, or at least the wizard is showing, you will see that how the poll is working. Depending on desktop or web, you will see a bit different version, so be aware of that. But let's create one. Now you see that although I added forms, it says polls, and I have all my polls underneath here. In this case, I haven't created one, so let's create a new one. And you see we have 3 options, and that's a multiple choice quiz, and a word cloud poll, where you can see the most voted word, and you can add your own words as well. So that's quite cool. You also see some suggestions. So how are you feeling today? Well, let's click on this one. How are you feeling? These are the options. It's already generated for you with AI. We can say multiple answers. We can tell if people may vote after or may see the results afterwards, if it's anonymous or not. This depends on also a bit on guest or internal, and allow others to co-author. In this case, I'm going to click on allow others to co-author. So now I'm going to save the draft, and as it's a draft, we can go to Debbie, in this case a different user. I will double click on the meeting again, and I also see here that I have a polls option. As it's shared, I have the possibility to launch, edit, or delete the poll. So this is really important. So let's go back to poll and just launch this from the backend of the meeting. This can be done in the meeting, of course, but just to show you how it works. If I go into Debbie and look at this, I'm gonna join, and let's see if the poll is already up. Yes, it's up. So here we see, okay, how do I feel? I feel good. I submit, and you directly see that there's been a vote. Till now the meeting is live, so everybody can vote, and we can see the results directly in the chat. In this case, I'm gonna end the meeting. We still see the poll in the chat functionality. Let's go back to poll, where we see that it's still live. Let's vote for me as well. Submit 2 questions. Now I'm going to close the poll, and I could create a new one. Let's just do this one, save, and so on and so on. But there's one big but, because we want to see where is this all stored, because I'm done with the meeting, but I still want to have the poll results. So for that we go to forms.office.com, and what you will see is that it shows the forms, and I don't know why it doesn't show the forms. So let's try it again. Let's do that one more time. Somehow it didn't load, but now it's loading. So now we see all our forms, but I'm still miss my my polls. So for this I go to all my forms at the bottom, and here we see that we have the 2 forms which we just saw in the Teams meeting. So here we go to this one, and now we can see what was the question and what was the response. We can even add it to Excel, share it, etc. So now we have multiple options. So to summarize everything, I just showed you how to do a poll in Microsoft Teams, and how to use it. It's a bit different than a form, because in a form you can have multiple answers and multiple choice, everything, but it doesn't work integrated within Teams. So you still have to go to outside Teams, to your browser, to fill in the form, come back to your meeting. This could be a hassle, so I really advise you to only use the polls functionality. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and share it with your colleagues as much as possible. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.